don't know if all that up. But my question is for both Gokus and Piccolo. When you went in the studio to do the episode where Chi-Chi makes you get your driver license, what was going through your head?
If I didn't hear the last one question.
You got it?
I can hardly drive. I can't anymore.
On the episode where you had to go in to get your, or Chi-Chi made you go in to get your driver's license, how you felt?
Oh.
For the driver's license, I went there feeling with no need to get psyched up.
Do you have a license? Do you drive? Do you drive?
Yes.
Good. I don't have a license currently.
I love to drive in real life. I have a driver's license, yes.
That's probably one of my favorite story arcs in Z. The driver's license episodes are absolutely fun and hilarious, and very much. I was surprised they weren't in Thai, so I think it's a really great side story. I really enjoyed it.
But Mako in real life, Mako plays Goku, but when she drives, she turns into Frieza.
I just want to know how it feels knowing that, sorry, I'm trying not to cry, that you lent the voices to the characters that inspired many of us as children and even now to be brave and have courage in the face of adversity.
Dragon Ball Z is very important for many reasons. Personally, because it kicked off my voice acting career, it changed my life quite literally. And one of the huge perks of what we get to do in our industry is to meet you guys and get the face-to-face feedback at conventions like Animazement, and to hear the stories about how their lives have been touched and inspired through the years. And when we hear constantly, "You were my childhood," like, I didn't fathom, I didn't imagine that would ever come to that I would ever have a point in my life where I would be inspirational to someone for something that I did, or some performance that I did. And that is an amazing, amazing feeling that goes beyond any description, really, honestly.
Maybe that was my response to that.
You're perfect. She said you're a perfect dancer. It's enough.
Well, let's all respond to that.
皆さん、一人ってことは誰もないです。必ず悟空をはじめ、この一家全員がついてますから、ドラゴンボールのチームが大丈夫です。一人ではありません。
But remember, you're never alone. Yeah, the Dragon Ball family, the Goku family, family Dragon Ball is always going to be with you, so you'll never be alone.
I don't think anything better than that could be said.
I'll say so. Okay, for me, I mean, Goten's just Goten. He's silly and fun. I had a very poignant moment probably about 2 years ago with Vidal when I was at a convention and somebody asked me how I see myself in Vidal. And I hadn't really given it that much thought, but as I started to describe, well, she's just this girl that you know, she's tough and she knows things and she's smart and she's capable, but at the core, she's very insecure and she just wants a boy to like her. And as I was describing it, I said, oh my gosh, that is me. And it was such an overwhelming, and then I had a conversation about a year ago with a fan who was telling me how Videl shaped her life and how it got her through being bullied at school. And several things are very important. And it's changed me. It's changed the way I look at the character, and it's changed the way that I voice the character forever.
I always with Goku.
I have spent a lot of time analyzing this from how you were saying how we affected children. And when we started doing Dragon Ball, it was like, cool, you're on Dragon Ball. And now it's like, you're my childhood, you're a legend. And I spent a lot of time laying in bed at night thinking, my vibrations and my voice are going into children's heads as their brains are growing networking together. And I was laying thinking about it and how it would affect them, and how children can also hear the truth of what you're doing underneath the vibrations of your voice. And you know, I was hoping that I did the right job and that I portrayed the character, or as I like to call it, channeled the character properly. And it's that's like one of the most gratifying things to hear. And when I hear those are my favorite types of responses. On a completely comedic note, I was in the subway in Manhattan, and this Indian man in his early 20s came to me and he said, "Oh, I know you. You're the Goku." And I said, "What? How do you know?" He goes, "I watch all your Google videos. You're Googling. I have job audition today. I will get the job because I'm a Goku." And that happened like a few months ago. And I said, "It's like I get the job." Because he went here because he thinks he's going to get the job. I don't know if he got the job or not. I've done my job properly, but it is a surreal and humbling experience to think that through the power of television and storytelling that that you can have an effect on that. And it you know, you want your career to go places, you want things to happen, you want to improve, but it's never going to get better than that. That's it. You know, to have that effect on of any of you who have that effect on it. So thank you for the honor.
私も結婚してもう35年、いや40年です、子供が2人いますが、ちょうどドラゴンボールが始まった頃が、子供たちが幼稚園で、私が声優をしているということはあまり興味がなかったみたいです。フリーザをやってから一変しました。小学校とか幼稚園の友達を連れてきて、フリーザに合わせてあげるっていうその時に初めて、やっててよかったなと思いました。
Well, it's been 35, actually 40 years since I've been married. I have 2 kids. And when Dragon Ball started, my kids were in kindergarten. And in the beginning, my kids were not interested in the fact that I was a voice actor. Not until I started on Dragon Ball, that is. And when they found out that I was the voice of Frieza, their respect for Daddy changed. And they were so excited to bring their classmates to home and say, listen to Daddy do Frieza. And that was when I really felt validated that I was a voice actor.
His children are here, by the way. They're both awesome. It just says so much about him as a dad. I'm so impressed.
If you could be any other character on your shows, who would you be and why?